Welcome, new employee, to Novus Labs and to our facility. If you are receiving this memo, you have passed the rigorous interviewing process and training procedures and are ready to begin work at our facility. Congratulations. Before you begin working, however, there are some things that are important for you to know. When you begin working, you will report to your designated department and meet your designated team, as dictated by a secondary memo you will receive beforehand. There are 4 departments: security, research and development, administration, and staff. These are split amongst approximately 75 wings, with administration in wings 1 through 15, security in wings 16 through 25, R&D in wings 25 through 60, and staff in wings 60 through 75. These wings are also color-coded with colored stripes running along each wall, with red being security, blue being administration, and green being R&D, and yellow being staff. This is important to remember for later. It is important to note that Novus Labs and the facility is not exactly normal. As many would phrase it, strange phenomena are known to occur within the grounds, some of which can potentially be hazardous to employees' health and safety. Do not worry though. Our security is of the utmost importance to us, and are more than equipped to deal with any situation that may arise. As it is, however, security is not always available immediately. Therefore, a list will be included below of possible occurrences and the procedures to ensure maximum possible safety. 1. Occasionally, employees will report an intense feeling of being watched, almost always when they're in an isolated space. It is important to immediately seek company with other fellow employees, in which case the feeling will dissipate. You have from around 5 to 10 minutes to find another employee before any harmful occurrences begin. In the event, however, that you are unable to seek company with other employees, it is imperative that you find an isolated space, preferably behind a locked door or gate, and remain absolutely silent. Attempt to slow your breathing as much as possible, and be certain to extinguish any light sources nearby. Around 1 minute after you fail to find shelter, an unknown entity will begin audibly stomping around the facility, in which case that wing will be sealed and all entry and exit points will be sealed by bulkheads. The entity will move about for approximately 3 minutes, before dissipating and lockdown protocols will be lifted. However, if it hears a noise coming from you, it will begin to scratch at your barricade until it is no longer to hear said noise. Noises such as this include frantic heartbeats, so it is important to learn to be able to lower your heart rate in times of crisis. 2. There is no Wing 76, nor for that matter has there ever been a Wing 76 within the facility. It is for that reason that if you come across a Wing 76, immediately vacate the area and inform a superior as quickly as possible. If you enter, however, we can no longer guarantee your safety as an employee of our company and will not be sending security to retrieve you. We do know, however, that Wing 76's wall stripes are gray instead of the designated colors, and the wing appears to be perpetually lit by a dim light. The air is also noted to smell faintly of rotting meat and ammonia, although this effect has been known to vary amongst subjects. If you happen to accidentally enter Wing 76, the doors behind you will seal for an indefinite amount of time, and you will be beyond saving by us. Your best bet is to attempt to locate the exit staircase, which we believe can appear in any manner of forms, such as within the supply closet. However, this is extremely unlikely, and it is better to simply end your own life at this point. Please note that we will cut all ties with you in the event of you entering Wing 76. 3. If the stripes on the walls near you appear to turn to a tar-like goo and bleed, then leave the wing and contact a superior immediately. If given enough time to spread, this black goo will dissolve the walls and cause immense damage to the facility and personnel within, and you will be held responsible. It has also been known to spawn entities made of its sludge, which have been observed to be incredibly hostile and aggressive. If these entities are not dealt with in approximately 10 minutes by security forces, the emergency wings will seal within 5 minutes, and the facility will be flooded with hydrochloric acid. 4. Containment Cell 42B will appear to be broken at all times, prompting you to enter in order to fix it. Do not enter, lest you favor a gruesome and slow end. 5. A shadowy figure has been known to lurk outside the facility, typically just visible in the tree line or on the edge of the perimeter. Do not let it inside, at all costs. Opening any door will prompt it to move towards said open doorway at frightening speed, at which point it will enter the facility if the door is not closed in time. If the figure enters the facility, you can only assume that at that point the facility is lost. It is for this reason that guards are stationed at all doors at all times. However, for some unseen circumstance, if a guard is not present and the figure is visible, report it to a superior as soon as possible. 6. If you begin to hear a series of numbers counting down in your head by a raspy female voice, run as fast as you can to the nearest security officer, usually stationed near doors and offices. You will usually have around 500 seconds. They will know what to do. In the event that you do not make it in time, prepare for a monstrously painful death. If you have a firearm or weapon on hand, end yourself immediately. Trust us, it's far preferable to what comes next. 7. Every now and again, a spider-like creature has been known to manifest within the facility, typically within the air ventilation system. The spider-like creature is around 2 meters in length and is capable of constricting its body to fit within certain spaces. If you do come across this creature, immediately take shelter behind locked doors or barricades. However, if it begins to constrict its way under the doorframe or enters your hiding space through any air vent, run. You are not likely to outrun it, so just take as many corners as possible in order to slow it down. Attempt to find security personnel, as they will likely possess the means to combat it. However, if none are available, seek the evacuation wings. The automated system should kick into action soon enough to save you. 8. We call it the Watcher, and we know little about it at all. What we do know, however, is that it manifests as a misshapen head with one bloodshot eye, usually in corners, and that's it. It watches you, roughly for an hour, and then it just vanishes whenever you turn your gaze even for a moment. We believe that it may be collecting information, although for what is currently unknown. Therefore, if it manifests to watch you, try to appear normal, but do not open any important documents or do important work. When it dissipates, contact a superior about the incident. It is worth noting the presence of the Watcher is known to cause intense, lasting feelings of paranoia. 9. The pit in the central chamber is known to speak. It will tell you to release it. Make up stories of agonizing pain and torture performed upon it. Beg you to take mercy on it and free it. Ignore it. It is a dangerous entity. That is all you must know. It is not to be trusted. If you release it, then, well, you've doomed us all. Weekly psychological examinations will be done on those who come into contact with the pit. Please contact a superior if the pit speaks to you. Upon reading this, you have officially cut ties with your friends and family, and any contact to the outside world will be extremely limited. Now, you may be having doubts, or even thinking of leaving. We assure you, you cannot leave. Accidents do happen. New employee, and the guy who leaves always seems to get the worst of it. Again, congratulations on being accepted to Novice Labs. We look forward to adding your skills to our team, and working with you personally. Orientation begins on Monday at 11. Be sure to be there, and please, don't be late. Funnily enough, accidents also tend to happen to the guy who's late.